New York City, home to the Yankees, Supreme, Statue of Liberty, Wall Street, the Stock Exchange, Spider-Man, and the homeless. Over 90,000 homeless individuals are scattered throughout New York City. So how has one of the most populated and popular cities in the entire world become the capital of homelessness in America? This is homelessness in New York. Webster defines homeless as an individual without a home or place of residence. New York, home to over 8 million individuals, is officially the most populated city in America. It has also officially become the capital of homelessness in North America. As of 2024, over 90,000 individuals are homeless in New York, with the city predicted to overtake California as the state with the highest homelessness rate. Of these 90,000 individuals, 36% are children below the age of 11, meaning that 3 out of every 9 homeless people are children. So, how did it get like this? To truly find out, we must uncover the root causes of homelessness in the Big Apple. The first cause is the high cost of living in New York. The average person below the age of 25 earns approximately $3,593 a month, or about $43,000 a year, while the average studio apartment costs about $3,522 a month. This represents a 5% increase from the previous year and about a 50% increase from 3 years ago. This implies that the average New Yorker must spend about 80 to 90% of their salary on rent alone. The graph depicts the uncanny rise in rent over the last 3 years, almost doubling. Note that this rent is for a studio apartment, and a one-bedroom apartment costs more than the average salary. The second issue is overpopulation. New York is expected to increase its population to about 10 million within the next few years, thus requiring more housing. However, it has failed to reach its housing goal by 389,000 units, leading to a housing shortage. This shortage drives up rent as landowners realize they can set prices above the market rate due to constant demand, leading to higher homelessness rates as people are unable to pay rent and are forced to live elsewhere. There is a positive correlation between rent price and homeless rate, as when rent goes up, homelessness rates rise as well. The last and final cause is the treatment of individuals from abusive households. For example, placing a domestic abuse victim in an all-male shelter may lead to further trauma. This is a phenomenon known as displacement. In an interview with a woman who has been homeless for the past 15 years, we learn how certain situations forces individuals to leave their homes and shelters to avoid harmful circumstances.
Years or so, I interviewed you on the side of the New York City Rescue Mission, just like we were talking today.
Yes, you did.
And you slept outside last night.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about homelessness in New York.
Survival is a technique. I've been in and out of the shelters. It's rough. It's like running your own business. You have to survive. I'm back on the streets. I do have a temporary shelter.
My understanding, it's all male.
Where I'm at, I'm a DV survivor, and I'm in a shelter with all male.
And
Where did I get lost in this system is beyond me. So I'm back on the streets, hoping to get placed in the right place. Not displaced. Obviously, they're all veterans. They're all men. It's not too safe or convenient for me as a female.
So you're out here hoping that social services will find you a better place.
Absolutely.
In the interview, we learned why she preferred to remain homeless, despite already being on the streets for 15 years. She was placed in a home filled with men, despite being a domestic victim survivor. Similar circumstances have forced other individuals to do the same and become homeless for their own safety. This is homelessness because of displacement. Solving the homeless problem is achievable in 2 ways. Firstly, based on the graph, the exponential rise in rent prices can be decreased by increasing government care for sheltered individuals. The government must set a limit on rent prices, for example, limiting them to a maximum of 1.5 times the market rate to prevent landlords from exploiting those without homes for profit. Additionally, the government should provide more funds to those in shelters to reduce the number of homeless people and create space for others. These actions will tackle the high cost of living, skyrocketing rent prices, the housing shortage, and the proper placement of individuals. As of July 2024, almost 90,000 people stay in shelters, which is about 97% of the entire homeless population in New York. If no action is taken, the number of homeless will increase and shelter space will decrease, forcing more people to live on the streets. All B-roll footage, interview segments, charts, graphs, and information were retrieved from the following sources listed in this reference section.